good morning, good evening everybody. Welcome to Miss Molly Makes. How is everyone today? We are making some orange chicken, some stuffed mushrooms, I just washed my hands, stuffed mushrooms, and then also some chocolate covered bananas. But before we go into that, let's go back to yesterday because we had a super special stream. It was so amazing. We did Star Wars. My button's not working. There we go. So we did Star Wars. It was so much fun. We dressed up. Exceed doesn't have the photo, but we clipped the intro, so we were spreading it on our social media. It was so much fun, and Exceed worked so hard. So we made some Bantha milk hot chocolates, white chocolate hot chocolates, with the blue milk, if everybody knows Star Wars. We made some layer scrolls. We did our Vegemite and cheese, an Australian favourite, a Vegemite. And we made some Yoda apples. They were really cute. They turned out pretty well. I was pretty happy with them. They were a little bit fiddly, but it was a lot of fun. And then on top right, you can see the BB-8 quesadilla. So we made a quesadilla and then we piped on some cream cheese. And then we covered it. We couldn't find American yellow cheese. So then we just put some taco seasoning mix and some different colored cream cheese and piped it on. And then before you saw the TIE Fighters, the cheese and crackers, they were a bit of fun as well. We used an Australian favourite, shapes. They're like a cracker, and then we filled them with some cheese as well, sandwiched them in. We'll just wait and see, you guys can see it all again. It was so much fun and we got so much love for it. Thank you guys for all the hosts and the shares, the retweets. It was so much fun. So we are going to keep theming our shows and put a lot of effort into every week. So it's Saturday morning for us in Australia and Friday night for you guys in the US. So next week, the theming is Pokemon. So Exceed has got some things out. Okay. So we've got our we're collecting the Pokemon stuff, but this is what I'm most excited about, guys. We'll go down here and you guys can see. Look at these Pokemon Pokeball. It's a cake tin. So we're going to use this next week and make some Pokeballs. So this comes apart like this. So cool, right? Yes. All right. Let's get started. Let's say hello to everyone now that chat is popped up. Twist. Oh, hello, guys. Twist Plus Friends is here. Exceed's going to pull up your streamer profile in 2 seconds. Oh my gosh, guys, Twist is the most amazing person, one of the most amazing people on the Crash fam. He is so lovely, and I've been saving my Prime subscription for someone special, and so I subbed to him last night. It's such a beautiful stream. Everyone's so happy, and all aboard the SS Friendship. I love it. He's got a little boat, and everybody gets aboard. It's so cool. Hey Nikki, hey Papa. Moon, hello everybody. Super, all the usuals. Hi guys. Are you serious, Melts? Oh yes, Twist, I did write your message when I subbed, but I didn't think you saw it. But yes, I do appreciate. This is, guys, this is Twist Plus Friends. So this is his streamer logo. Very, very cool. He is a gamer on Twitch. He hosts movie nights that I find really interesting because I've never seen that before. So Twist, I'm very excited to get involved in this stream, the movie nights. And he's got Team Friendship. It's such a beautiful community that he's building. And he just, he sings along to the music and it's just a chill stream. I love it. So I was watching him play some Overwatch last night and some Golf with Friends. We love Golf with Friends on this stream. So very excited. Maybe we should do like a stream together or like a play together. That'd be really fun. All right. So how is everybody? We are going to start off with some tea. Thanks, sister, you're amazing. Twist. All right, so this is some of my tea that I felt like something different rather than chai. So I thought you guys could help me. There's this one. This one's cocoa and chili. French Earl Grey. What else is there that I might feel like? Is this a... I want something fruity but not fruity. I don't know. White rose. I'm really going to have to buy that golf game, aren't I? Yes, Moon, you have to. We're not gonna do chai today, Molly, because we always drink chai. So, what else can I find in here? Japanese green tea. So I need your help. What do you think I should have this morning? The kettle has boiled. I want to play with you too. Yes. So exciting. All right, so we are going to start with making our stuffed mushrooms. And we have mushrooms, of course. I'll get my butt spanked by all of you though. Moon, I'm terrible. I'm getting better at golf because I'm practicing, but everyone beats me. And we have with the Molly Dollars, all the viewers that play with us and beat me, they get points. So I'm just like paying out to everybody with my Molly Dollars. All right, so these are brown mushrooms. They're, I think, portobello mushrooms, that's what they're called. So they're really big, and what we're gonna do is take the stalk out and then cut that up with the other ingredients and then fry that and then fill it. Twist French Earl Grey, yes. I was thinking that one. So this is it's like an Earl Grey, but then it's got some petals, rose petals, sunflowers, hibiscus, mallow flowers. It's a little bit of fun, a little bit of fruity. All right, so we get my little cup. Oh, I think this one's a tea bag. It is. I am the biggest fiend for tea. All right. Has anyone had stuffed mushrooms before? Alright, we'll let that through. Okay, so we're gonna stuff our mushrooms with some chorizo. Oh, Moon, thank you so much for the host. Really appreciate it. I can't believe Moon was streaming last night and he streamed this movie game. I don't know how to explain it, but it's like you're watching a movie with all your viewers and you have to make decisions through the movie. It was called The Late Shift and it was so good. I didn't know what to expect, but I was kind of watching it in the middle of making recipes, and by the end of it I wasn't paying attention to Exceed. I wasn't paying attention to my recipes. I was literally just watching this movie. It was so good. You broke Leo as well. Moon, you're not having like too good of luck with... He always breaks the stream. No, it's not his fault. We crashed twice yesterday during the Star Wars stream because just had some tech issues. Coincidentally, after Moon donated and then he cheered as well. So it was a little bit funny. All right, so we have some garlic. We'll go back down here. So garlic, chorizo. I will admit, I was a little bit hungry yesterday, so I cut this one open. And so we have some chorizo. I don't know what this plate is here for. We are gonna do some capsicum or red bell pepper, as you guys call it. The recipe calls for spinach, but I'm gonna use cabbage instead, just a small amount, as a bulky agent. Exceed, can you change your recipe for me, please? We have an onion. What else? We have some chili and some parsley. Juventus supporter. All right. Well, this tea smells amazing. All right. I think I'm gonna drink it black today. Boba Fett, thank you so much for the follow, my friend. Oh, so good to have you here. Welcome to the show. All right. I was sad that the dialogue volume was so low in the late shift though. Nothing I could do about it. Yeah, that's okay. I just turned it up really loud and had my headphones in and it was fine. What? Okay. Boba Fett, thank you. Boba Fett, did you catch our Star Wars stream yesterday? If not, it's in our VOD. Go check it out. And unfortunately, our stream crashed twice, so we have 3 videos. So make sure you watch the first one and then do them in order, because it's a little bit confusing when I saw it on the VODs this morning. All right. we are going to start. Has everyone had a good weekend so far? All right, we're gonna take the stems out. Just ignore Romeo, that's my dog, Romeo. I've got the blinds open in our bedroom so we can see people when they walk past our street or they're driving. Okay. It's a nice sunny day, even though it's really cold still. Thank you, Moon. Oh my gosh, testing, yes. Funniest scene in my opinion in the game was towards the end of the hospital, that old geezer with his naughty magazine. Oh, I didn't see that. What was I saying? I forgot now. Just checking how much I can write. Alright, I think we might do 4 mushrooms. And then I'm going to serve these as a little breakfast because Exceed hasn't really eaten, and I had some salmon on some crackers just so I could eat something. But I'm going to serve it with some poached eggs just for a little bit of breakfast. Alright, so we're going to chop this and put it in a little bowl. Yeah, what was I saying? I don't remember now. That cutting board is so cool. Oh, everybody comments on it. Thank you very much. I love this. This is when Exceed moved in. This is like my favorite thing that he brought with him. Chopping boards are so expensive for good quality ones, and it's a beautiful size while cooking, but it's terrible when you want to clean it. It doesn't fit into the sink. But I get so many comments. I think I'm going to try and also get one that has engraved and it like Miss Molly. That would be really cool. I have something similar to this. This is what I got for a birthday present. See? I thought I would find one that says Miss Molly. Miss Molly's Kitchen. But like a big one this size would be cool. All right, let's get some onion. Move these away. Oh, so we decided we'd change our menu up for next week because we realized our Wednesday stream is the same time in the US for the 4th of July. We don't know how many viewers because everyone's probably out partying and stuff for 4th of July, but we thought we'd make some red, white and blue treats and get a bit patriotic for you guys. So we're going to make some firecracker cake, just like a marbled cake. What else do I have planned? I'm gonna do some chocolate dipped strawberries with the colors and everything like that. We're gonna do a barbecue, so we're going to do some smoky chicken with some grilled corn, some mac and cheese, because Cat Chaos reminded us that it's 4th of July, so I thought we had some fun with it. Uncle Stinky, hello! Welcome back, my friend. So what do you guys think? I know it's... Do you guys have much planned for 4th of July, our friends in the US? It'll just be fun to make anyway. There's like a lot of these friends we only get to see once a week during American time slots, yeah. Because when we stream at night time for me, which is convenient because I'm at work, after work, sorry, burgers and fireworks. And then we thought we'd make some patriotic cocktails as well. Because our Australia Day is at the start of the year in January. So we weren't streaming then. We've only been streaming since the end of April. The 20th of April we started streaming. So we didn't get to do an Australia Day theme. Too wet to enjoy fireworks. Rain 24/7. So Super, what have you got planned? Do you think you'll be able to catch our stream? If not, you can see the vlog, but we just thought we'd do something for you guys. There's no pressure. Or I could have to Exceed, we'll see. We could always do it on the Monday, tomorrow instead. So that it's like a pre-4th of July. I don't know. No, but then that won't work out because it's not your time slot. We're doing it wrong time. All right. Thank you, Moon. Oh my gosh. Thank you for that donation. Oh my gosh, you're so kind. Moon is well on the leaderboard for top donation. Oh my gosh. Moon, $190 this month. Oh my god. Oh my god, you just melt my heart, man. I live in a place that doesn't enforce the no fireworks area. My street is full of fireworks way too late in the night. Oh, Uncle Stinky. No way. All right, let's go over to the stove. We need to take, this is for the chickens. We'll put that over there. Oh no. Give me 2 seconds, I just need to wash this pan. New month, July hype. Yeah. Oh yeah, Exceed. We need to, we'll change that actually. Exceed, it's July. Moon has been unthrilled. Oh no, he still would be though. Alright, sorry guys, I'm back. I'm gonna turn your stove on. We're gonna start cooking some quinoa as well to serve with the orange chicken. The recipe, you can use quinoa, you can use brown rice, white rice, anything you have. I throw love in the shape of dollars now and then. Thank you, Moon. All right. Just going to bring you guys back here. All right, so this is the bell pepper, as you guys call it. Pepper. Okay. So we have some chorizo. You can use, well, any, like, you don't have to do it, you don't have to add meat if you don't want to. Exceed and I joke around that say that this is Romeo's favourite food, is chorizo, because he goes crazy every time we have it. It's like you can smell it. Oh, I've run out of oil. It leaked all over the bench. Man. Okay. So basically you just cook everything and then make it into like a, not like a paste, but you know, finely dice everything, cook it, and then you put it inside your mushrooms and then bake your mushrooms. Hype Beast, hello, welcome back. How are you today, Hype? All right. Aronia, I like wieners. Welcome to Miss Molly Makes, my friend. All right, so in with our onion and our mushroom stems. And then we want to saute this until they're nice and translucent. If that means turning down the heat, do that. Oh. I always think it would be pretty for me to have my hair down, but it's not really effective because it gets in my way all the time. I don't know how people do it. I usually pin it back sometimes. Right, wash my hands. All right, now we're going to, good evening, Aronia, is that how you pronounce it? Welcome to Miss Molly Makes. If you're saying good evening, that means you're in the US. We are in Melbourne. It's Sunday morning. Nearly. We've got 10 minutes and then it's midday. Curious about the mushrooms. What are you curious about, my friend? So you can do these as chunky or as fine chopped as you like. I like a little bit of texture, but remember they have to look nice and fit nicely into your mushrooms. So you don't want them too big. Because we stalk each other. Always end up in the same cooking streams. Stinky, that is so odd. Alright, to the onions, I'm going to add a little bit of white wine, guys. Maybe about half a cup. So this is a long weekend for you guys for 4th of July. It's Tuesday, right? And what are your usual celebrations? Do you guys, I know you have, is fireworks everywhere? I was 4th of July last year. I was in New Orleans and there was a huge festival and I missed the fireworks on the Mississippi because we were right in the center. There were so many people everywhere like all over New Orleans. We had a bit too many hurricanes. No, not last year. What was I thinking? 3 years ago. 3 years ago, Millie. I wish it was last year. It makes me want to go traveling again. Spot on with the name, thank you. Alright. So our onions are cooking nicely, going nice and translucent. We've got the mushroom stems in there as well. You want to preheat your oven to 180 or 350 Fahrenheit. Yes, it's on Tuesday. I have to work on Monday. It's the busiest day for my work. Really? The busiest day leading... What do you do, Uncle Stinky? Do you sell fireworks? That would be cool. Australia, fireworks are banned. There's only one place in the Northern Territory, like the most northern state in the middle. It's called the Northern Territory. And they have one day a year that it's legal to have fireworks. And it's crazy, man. Everyone goes crazy. When I was there and as a kid, you know, anyone can buy the fireworks. And so I was standing, I think I was about 6. And this kid was letting off the fireworks and then it fell over and it shoot after me and I was running and I was so terrified because this firework was like screaming and it was one of those screaming ones. And I was just running and then I had to run to the side because it shot off and then it hit a wall. And I've never been so terrified in my life. All right, we might do half of this one. Aronia, fireworks? Not Amazon, because we already went through the wonderful times. I hate fireworks, my dog goes nuts. Oh yeah, Sammy, I totally agree. Fireworks and thunder and lightning. Romeo hates them. My work supplies body shops. I mean that Mondays are our busiest. Oh, Mondays. Body shops? Like the brand Body Shop? mushrooms and our onions. We're going to put our bell peppers, our capsicums in there with the chorizo. And start cooking them down. Auto body and paint repair shops, okay. Everyone's had accidents over the weekend and then they want to like fix it. Everyone's really busy on the Monday. Oh, this tea's so good. Good choice, my friend Twist. All right, what else? Now we have to do the garlic and yes. All right, so I like a lot of garlic, so sometimes I go, I'll say to you guys in the, how much did I write? I wrote 2 cloves in the recipe. So for our new viewers, just letting you know that all of our recipes, every single one that we make on the show is available to our subs. So if you subscribe for $4.99, $9.99 or $24.99, you get a channel in our Discord, and then each week we add 10 to 15 more recipes. So they're all available to you. So if there's anything that you've seen on the show that you like, it's all there, my friends. We don't take it away from you each month. We just add. 2 equals 4. Aronia, I totally agree. You can't have too much garlic. And then also for our subs, you get a free gift. We want to say thank you for the follow and the subscription, giving us your hard-earned money. We really appreciate that. So Exceed and I are organizing something. When you get the sub, you'll get sent a link and we will send something out to your home. It's just a little something personalized. And then tier 2 gets something different, and then tier 3 gets something bigger and better as well. So just a little bit of appreciation. Aranya, thank you so much for the follow, my friend. Welcome. So glad you've come to the show. All right, just adding the garlic. This is my favorite garlic press. All the viewers know that I use it nearly every stream. Oh my gosh. All right. And you guys have also seen the streamer shout outs. If you are a streamer and you like that and you want to get a shout out on the show, just it's one of our subscriber benefits for our tier 2. We just want to we support every streamer, smaller, bigger, other streamers. If you're in creative, you play games, we just want to give you some love as well. So at the moment we're just doing it for our Crash fam and maybe one of our personal friends outside of streaming. But it is available to all our subs as well who are on our tier 2. Look how delicious this looks, oh my gosh. Let me find. And also guys, you are more than welcome to join our Discord. We love to see what you guys are cooking, you guys are eating. So we post photos, and we also post our photos, not only from stream, but what we're eating as well. Have a lot of fun with it. And we also play, it's my last bit of baking paper left. See if I can salvage it. Oh, it's just enough. Just enough. Welcome aboard, yes. Oh, I love that chef hat. That's really cool. Where's that emote from? Okay. Last little bit. We're just going to put some cabbage in there, just a little bit of greenery. If you have spinach, you can put spinach in there. This is what I just had in my fridge. Uncle Stinky. So I was dreaming this morning. I was at Moon and Pop Burger Shop. I was standing in line waiting to order a cheeseburger, fries and Coke. That's when my cat in real life walked across my face, waking me up. And I'm still wanting a cheeseburger. Oh my gosh. Uncle Stinky, we are making cheeseburgers, Pokemon themed burgers. Next, well, for you it would be Friday night. So for our Pokemon stream, we're making Pokeballs, we're making Pokemon burgers, Poke Burgers, and then we're making some cocktails as well. Sammy, can you stop chatting a moment? I'd like to mention something. Dogs are cool. Alright. Dogs are cool. Better than cats. No. I don't mind a cat. I'm just not. I wouldn't own a cat. They kind of scare me a little bit. The other day I went and bought some new lights for our gaming stream, and they were like just cheap ones off Gumtree or like the equivalent of Craigslist. And I went to this guy's house, and his cat stood in front of me in the driveway, and I was trying to walk, and then he was like meow, and I just thought he was going to attack me, and I just didn't know what to do. So I stood there for about 5 minutes, waiting for him to like lose interest and leave me. It was so intimidating. Because cats are like all cute and stuff, and then they can just turn and attack. Yum, yum, yum. My son loves Pokemon. Yay, Sammy, that's exciting. Well, if you're in the US, it's Friday night and then Saturday midday for Australians. And we are going to spend more time. We have a week now to work on the theming. We're getting more organized with our recipes and our planning. So what I'm doing is putting more effort into our theme shows. So our Miss Molly Makes Around the World, where we do themed cuisine. So this week we are going to do it on our Wednesday, your Tuesday night, and we're going to do the July 4th theme. And then we're also doing the Pokemon theme on Friday. And we're going to maybe dress up, but then also work on, you know, the overlay. And Exceeds does really cool things with our green screens. So I would eat a cat in the... What? I would eat a cat in the right situation. I've eaten guinea pig, not bad. Okay. Alright. I wouldn't eat a cat. But a guinea pig, I like rabbit. Rabbit's good. And goat. But I've never had a guinea pig. Aronia, where did you eat that? Where did you eat guinea pig? Alright, so this is our baking dish. Okay, and then we're going to put our mushrooms. Oh, they all fit, yay. Just need to move the baking paper around. Oh, they're a little bit squishy, but there we go. Perfect. I think you just need to rotate them. They're a bit funny shaped. There we go. So the oven is preheated. Yum. Yum, 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 yum. Okay, and then we're just gonna fill these guys. So while the last few weeks and the last few months have been really good with the cooking, we've gone a bit over the top with, you know, making the food a little bit too delicious and a little bit too sugary and a little bit too naughty. So for my sanity, I'm going to start cooking a little bit healthier food. Still delicious, still a lot of flavor, and still looks really good, but making it more gluten-free friendly or making some vegetarian meals, just because it's not like we started the show as a little bit of fun. It was our cooking, our dinner, but you can't eat cake all the time and you can't eat, you know, big heavy meals. So I'm going to show you guys for you know, those who are subbing and getting the recipes, really tasty meals, but that are simple, and brain is the best part. Eyes, just like you would think. Yeah, Peru. Yep. My grandparents ate guinea pig, I think, in Mongolia. And they said that it was interesting. They said it was just like eating like other gamey meat. Oh my gosh. Whoop. Ronnie, that's so cool. We are looking at going to Peru next year. My middle brother is getting married in Colombia to a beautiful Colombian girl. So we're thinking we're going to go to Colombia first. And then I used to live in Brazil, so go back and see all my host families and my friends there. And then go to Peru and do some hiking. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. All right. Your rabbit comparison is accurate. All right. So what I'm going to do is just add a little bit of more white wine. Just a little bit of moisture. And if you wanted to, you could always add some cheese, some feta cheese. I have some in the fridge, so I'm going to add that at the end. I forgot to add my parsley, but I can go add it. Alright. I like to cover them so that it doesn't get too burnt. And it kind of creates a little bit of a tent. What's my aluminum foil. Damn, they look good. But they look weird from our Western perspective. Just like a pet guinea pig that has been in a fire. Oh no, that's... Yeah. And I suppose it looks the same. You know when they put a whole pig on the spit? Everyone goes, oh my god, it's so gross. But if you cut a piece in half and just take the leg, then it would look normal, right? It's just Western perspective aren't used to seeing the whole piece of meat. And I think that's really sad about also some countries where kids don't even know where milk comes from. They think it comes from a jug. They've never seen and they don't know how to link milk coming from a cow. So yeah, I definitely agree with that. So guys, these are our chorizo mushrooms, our stuffed mushrooms. We're about to go in the oven. Let's not break it up. I grew up on a farm, so there's direct correlation between, and sometimes as a kid it was really hard to understand that you would have a pet lamb and then the lamb would go away, and or vegetables, you know. This is something that we grew on our farm, and then now it's grown really big, and now you cut it up and put it in a meal. It's understanding where your food comes from. I think it's so important. Alright, so nice and tight. What it's going to do is it's going to create the heat in there, and the moisture is going to create some steam, and then it's going to kind of cook in a little tent. It's going to be delicious. To this day, you don't cook lamb. No, I love lamb. But I had a little lamb called Lucy, and then one day Lucy left. Yeah, but I'm not one of those people that will be like, I'm never going to eat lamb or whatever. It's just the way of life, right? You know, hunters and gatherers have done it for thousands of years, and I could never go veggie. Nom nom nom, little lambs. Lucy! Alright, what are we going to do now? I think we should do some cleaning up Molly. Let's start on our orange chicken. Lamb is amazing. No, not Lucy! So I used to have a lamb called Lucy. we had, so I'll tell you something funny. We used to have this big love heart shaped bath. It would fit, as a kid, it would probably fit like 4 or 5 people in. It was like a love heart shaped. So my parents did a renovation on the farm and they put in this big bath. It would fit maybe two adults and like 6 kids or something like that. So it was quite big. And one day my mum, we were in the house and she said that I went missing and the house was quiet, and you know that kids are getting up to trouble when there's like no noise. And so she said she came into the bathroom and I had filled the bath up with water and I'd got dog kibble, like dog biscuits, and I'd filled the bath with dog biscuits and powdered milk. And she said, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "I've made the sheepdog cereal." And like, I honestly, you know, she said I couldn't get angry because, you know, like from my heart, she thought, you know, I was doing the right thing. And I'd made the dog cereal in this huge bath, and it all had like the dog biscuits had swelled, and so they're all smushy. So she had to like clean it up, and it took her hours. But she said that, you know, I thought that I was doing the right thing, and it was so cute, but I was in a little bit of trouble. Yeah, so imagine a huge bath filled with powdered milk, water, and dog biscuits. Yes, I have a lot of funny stories. I got up to a lot of crap when I was a kid. What are the banners for? Mango. So the banners here are for Molly Dollars. So it's the leaders of Molly Dollars. Every time you stay in chat, you earn Molly Dollars. Beating me at games when we play games with friends. You also donating, cheering, things like that. If you, Exceed puts the link up for Molly Dollars. You can learn how you can earn the Molly Dollars, and then also there's a few links where you can redeem them. We're always looking for fun things that you like to see, how to redeem them. There's just a few funny things up there, but we are excited for you guys to give us some ideas how you want to play. We just thought we wanted a game, some games to make it more interactive, and you guys can laugh at me and I laugh at myself. So one of them is you can redeem, and I'll eat these super sour lollies. These are called Warheads. Oh, wrong one. These are Warheads, and they're super sour. And this one's called Toxic Waste, which I'm very nervous about. So I mentioned it as a joke to Exceed, but now that they're here, luckily no one's redeemed them yet because I would like die. So I'm a bit nervous. All right, chicken eyes. Need to go and get the chicken out. Just been defrosting it over here. What are we going to do? Where's my bowls gone? Oh, there they are. All right, so we are going to lightly coat our chicken in egg and then also flour. Argentina was my favorite place. I would retire there. Oh, Aranya, so excited. We did a Argentinian theme. The Friday night for us, but Friday morning for you guys. And it was really delicious. We made Argentinian steak with the chimichurri. We made creme caramel, and we also made some empanadas, and it was so delicious. Oh my God, not eat the side of your mouth if you let them sit in your... Wow, really? Sammy, oh my God, don't tell me that. The toxic waste ones? Oh, wow. Don't tell me that. Now I feel sick. No, I will do it, but I won't leave. I'll probably swallow it or spit it out if it's too bad. No, I think that's against the rules, Molly. All right, so here we have some chicken breast. And then we also have some plain flour. So we have 2 eggs in here that we're gonna crack. We also have some flour about to go. Molly ran out of flour. Oh my God. Oh my God. I did order some, and it's coming tomorrow. Let me check if I've got more flour. Whew. I have some left. Oh, Sammy, you scared me. Are you talking about the toxic waste or the warheads? So what this is doing by coating the chicken in the egg and then the flour, it's going to create like a nice crust, and it'll be nice and crunchy. And then when we add the sauce at the end, it will make it really nice and flavorful. Twist plus friends. Pogcha. Warheads. Oh, no, I've had warheads before. They're not too bad. Oh my god! That one had 2 yolks! Look at that! I've never got one of them before. A double yolker. No, I don't want to ruin it. I don't want to... It's good luck! Good luck to everybody too! I'll give you my luck. That's so cute. I want to take a photo of it. See, where's my phone? Oh. Woohoo! Alright. So what we're going to do is whisk that. Bye, Mr. Yolk. Toxic waste will make the top of your mouth blue. Guys! Why are you doing this to me? Lucky no one's redeemed it yet then. Clipped it. Thanks, Twist. Alright. So we're going to turn our big saucepan on. And we're going to fry. So it would have been twins. Yeah, maybe. No, I think they have maybe a high mortality rate. I'm not sure. It would be too cramped for them to grow in a small egg. Maybe Google it. I wouldn't even know what to ask Google Home. Alright. So you can do this in cubes, or I like it in maybe rectangles. This stream should be called Miss Molly Cakes. How come? Truth Ignition, welcome to Miss Molly Makes. Why cakes? We make. I don't just bake. I was thinking that, but I'm not just a baker. I do love baking though. Truly igniting. Sorry if I said that wrong. Alright. So you just want chunks. And then this recipe you can serve with quinoa or rice. You can eat it by itself with some lettuce wraps maybe. Sammy and her big round bowl. Alright. So we're going to cut these in chunks, put them in the yolk, egg wash, and then in the flour, and then fry them. So the stove is on. We've turned our big fry pan on. Sammy, I love that. Is that Andy Milanakis? That's cool. We have to get a wriggle on with our emotes because we can't find an emote artist. No one will return our messages because they're so busy. We when we knew we were getting subs from when we got our affiliate certification, then we were under the impression that we were getting sub badges. So we organized the sub badges that we were going to get. We didn't know that we were getting 3 emotes. So Exceed and I are still in the process of organizing it, but I think we're a bit too late. So now we can't find an artist that will reply to us because they're so busy talking to everyone else. All right, so that's our chicken. And then just grab a few pieces and put it in your egg. Then you just want to toss it around. You guys are like fighting. I've opened all the blinds because it's winter today. It's winter's day, but it's been so cold. Exceed and we struggled to get out of bed this morning because it was so cold. So we made it a pact that we were going to take Romeo for a walk, and then Miss Molly got a bit lazy because it was too cold, so I stayed in bed too long. But the sun's out now, so it's wet hand, dry hand. Finally someone does it right. Yeah. Oh. I like to do this just because I don't. Go over here. Why is it called orange chicken? Mango, I'll show you. So we're going to make a sauce which is has an orange base. So you're using orange juice and some orange rind. It's going to be delicious. I'd never heard of it, but I was watching Summit a few weeks ago and he was eating, I think, what do you call it, Panda Express? We don't have that in Australia, but I was so interested in what orange chicken would taste like, so I decided to make some. Do you guys eat Panda Express? It's not an Australian thing. So there's orange peel and orange juice. Wet hand, dry spoon. So you just shake it off. So this is what you can do if you are crumbing. I usually do egg wash, flour, egg wash, and then crumbs, just so that it's got a double layer. Because you're making it sticky, and then you're flouring it, and then you're making it sticky, and then doing your crumbs. Stand by. Panda Express makes me live up to my name, Uncle Stinky. Oh, yuck. Pew. I like using my hands. I'm rather good with them. Just for the purpose of the stream, I like to, because then I have to like wash my hands and go off stream all the time. Gonna have to add some more. Only went once. Alright, so now I'm going to get some tongs. See, now I have to hold my hand up in the air. Go to the stove. Do you want to cook it so it's nice and brown and then crunchy on the edges? And then cook it in batches so that if you keep adding more chicken to here, you're going to have some that's raw and some that's overcooked. So you just cook it in little batches and then take it out and then cook the second one. And you don't want to overcrowd your pan, because when you're overcrowding it, what it's doing is you're adding cold elements into the oil, and that's cooling down the oil and dropping the temperature. So then it isn't as effective. And rather than frying the chicken's actually absorbing the oil, so that's where you get like waterlogged and really oily tasting food. I went looking for orange blossom water today, couldn't find any. I might have to order on Amazon. Yeah, it was really hard for me too. If you are stuck, use rose water. Rose water is one of my favorites. You go to some Asian grocers or Indian food markets, and that's where I tend to find it. Alright. And then I've got another bowl, and I'm just going to add that as it's ready. you want it to be nice and crunchy. While we do that cooks, I'm going to add some more flour. They will fly by a drone to you. Oh, so Amazon is coming to Australia hopefully soon because they have so many cool things on there and it costs so much money for them to be shipped to Australia. And then we can like, because someone asked me to do an Amazon wish list, and then by the time, you know, it's very kind of them to do that, but it's just the added expense of the shipping just isn't fair. Maybe I just move to the US. Hey, Exceed, let's move to the US. I wonder how you take that. So the drone drop thing, is that like in an area, like is it only in one area that the drones do it? Or is it like all over the US? How many warehouses do they have all over the US? Oh, I'm washing my hands, guys. Oh, the water is freezing cold. Alright. I'm taking these chunky, crunchy chicken. He doesn't want to get in. He's a naughty piece of chicken. This is like popcorn chicken that you get from KFC, but like a way, way healthier version. You can just have chicken like this by itself, but what I would do, where you've added the flour, I would add some spices. You could do cayenne pepper, all different spices like you would do fried chicken. Similar type of thing. Let's go back. What kind of oil is this? I'm using canola oil. It's an Australian oil, it's neutral flavoured, and it's got a high smoke point, so it doesn't discolour or taste funny at high temperatures. Olive oil, if you want to use olive oil, you need to use not an extra virgin olive oil because it can't resist the high temperatures and then it tastes funny. And it adds a flavour, whereas I don't want to taste the olive oil taste. I want to taste, you know, the spices and the orange, and I don't want it to burn. Browned oil is not good. You could use, is it rice bran oil? Works as well. Just one area I'm aware of, however, several very interesting things coming. Ooh. Have little chunks of the egg mixed with the flour. They're going to create some nice crispy bits. Without chicken. See, this is a bit too overcrowded now, but I don't have any more chicken left, so I'm just crowding it a little bit. Do as I say, not as I do, guys. Super's very excited to find some Doctor Who fans. Alright. So once the chicken's cooked, we're going to make the sauce. You can do it the other way and create the sauce first, but I just wanted to get the chicken out of the way, and then we're going to coat it in a hot sauce to warm it up anyway. So nice crunchy pieces of chicken. Oh, super. I just don't understand with Doctor Who. They've always got new doctors. So How do they bring that into do they just pretend it's the same person? Or is it like a whole new story when they get a new actor? And I just feel like the story is just too deep that if I start watching it now, then I won't understand. We've just finished, what have we finished? House of Cards. And what else? We played House of Cards, Designated Survivor, that finished a while ago. Let me check my mushrooms. Not yet. Not yet. Looks like a giant beehive. But Doctor Who slowly won me over. Crap, missed the show. I still can catch it in an hour and a half. How is oil not splashing everywhere like mine when I try to fly? Okay, this is something very interesting that I'll teach you. So when your oil splatters, that's because the oil is reacting with water and any liquid that you have, because oil doesn't like water. So what you're doing, if you want to towel dry your meat, that will prevent the splattering. So if I can show you, I can just put some water in there and that will splatter. So what you want to do is you pat your meat dry, or make sure that it doesn't have a lot of liquid, because that's what's happening. Is when you chuck things in there, it splatters. It's because it's the chemical reaction, not the chemical reaction, but the reaction between the oil and the water. Make sense? So you just want to have as dry as possible. That's why we're using flour as well. The flour is going to absorb the moisture, and you want some dry temperature reaction. Yeah, as well. Yum, this looks so good. Chicken. These are nice silicone-based tongs, so they're not going to melt in the pan, which is really good, and it's not going to scratch. Sometimes I get a little bit nervous about using metal in my good pans. Alright, so this is our chicken. Nice and crunchy. American Gods, no idea how I got into this series, but I'm into it. Alright. I'm gonna pepper and some salt. I'm gonna let that sit. I'm gonna make the sauce. Alright. Take this big fry pan away. Put it on my bench. Alright, let's get started to do our orange sauce. To make orange chicken, I need to find something to wipe my bench first. I'm so dehydrated, but I never drink enough. We need to have like a 5-minute warning, like Molly drink, because I always talk too much and then I get off the stream and I have a headache because I'm too busy. All right, let's get started. So we're going to put some garlic in here. We've got some sweet chili sauce, soy sauce, apple cider vinegar, some fresh squeezed orange, or I just have some orange juice. You can use that. This is like a fresh squeezed, good quality orange juice. Ginger. Exceed, did you get some ginger? So we've got the garlic there. I'll get some ginger in a minute. We've got brown sugar. We'll go through it as we go. We just need to... I think we may have run out of ginger because I know that I ordered it on the food order. Alright, I have some dried ginger here. So I might actually use this. This is just dried ginger. Very delicious, but it will, as it heats in the sauce, it will nice activate. So this is a really good thing to have, dried ginger. You can always use ginger powder if you like. I just like this. I use this as a tea as well, for ginger tea, because when you activate it with some hot water, it makes a really, really nice ginger tea. It's good for inflammation. It's good if you've got a sore tummy, feeling a bit nauseous. Ginger is really good. Even ginger beer, it has a sugar content, but ginger beer is really good. As a nurse, it's something that we learnt at uni. Ginger is really good for inflammation as well. Nice cup of this at night time. Or you just cut fresh ginger, put it in a teapot with some hot water. It's really, really yummy. All right, so we've got some garlic in there. Ginger and garlic. I need a new knife. Good for altitude sickness too. Yes, I forgot that, Exceed. So Exceed and I were in Nepal in November. Garlic is very good for altitude sickness. So we were eating garlic soup. And when you get right up the top, it's not too flash, it doesn't taste too good, but it's what a lot of the Sherpas and the porters eat up there, and they said that they don't need altitude sickness medicine, they just eat garlic. So if they can do it, we can do it. So we climbed to 5,600 feet. So meters. So that's 18,000 feet, I think. Hey Google, what's 5,500 meters in feet?
5,500 meters equals 18,044 feet, 7.433 inches.
Yeah, so 18,000 feet. So it's higher than Everest Base Camp. It was 3 weeks of trekking and it was crazy, but it was amazing. We're planning on going back sometime soon. But we want to go to Peru and do Machu Picchu. Exceed's already done it. He's done a lot of trekking. Not me though. Sherpa, best athlete in the world. Yeah, so Sherpa is a clan of people. They have Tibetan origin. There's a common misconception in Nepal that Sherpa are the people that live in the Everest region between Nepal and Tibet and China. So when people think of porters, they think of Sherpas, but it's porter is just someone that carries your bag. The Sherpas themselves have been acclimatized to incredible altitudes. They're very, very strong people. And one of our porters, his name was, what was his name, Exceed? I forgot. I momentarily forgot. He was amazing. So, Furi, yes, Furi Sherpa. So, the last name in Nepal, is their clan. So it's their family name. So he was a Sherpa, and oh my God, we were pretty fit, but this man was like miles ahead of us. He was carrying my backpack. I'd never trekked before, so he carried my backpack. And at one stage he was carrying someone else's backpack as well. So he had 20 kilos, as well as his backpack was 25 kilos. And he was just miles ahead of us, and never complained. It's just beautiful, beautiful people. So, garlic is going in there. I'm not chopping it today. So your red blood cells, I guess, are off the chart to transport that thin oxygen. Yeah. It takes a good 12 to 24 hours. Garlic press meme. Yeah, so it takes a good 12 to 24 hours for your blood system to increase your blood cells and acclimatize. So they say that you shouldn't acclimatize quicker than 500 meters a day. Well, your sleeping altitude. So you can go up and then down, but you shouldn't increase your altitude too much because then you've got a greater, greater risk of altitude sickness. Twist plus food. So garlic and ginger in there, friends. We're going to add some chili. Alright. And Exceed has done Kilimanjaro, which is higher, isn't it, Exceed? And it's so, the altitude is so, it's so high that you feel really heavy, he was saying, and you get like a lot of nausea and things like that. Altitude sickness is a true killer, it is. And the sad thing is you don't really realize you've got altitude sickness until you're sick. And when we were in the last camp in Nepal before, it's like the place of no return, so it's the last base, and then there's no other roads the higher you go. So you have to trek for another 3 to 4 days until you get to the top, but there's no roads. And that's where like the doctors have a post where they do daily talks on altitude sickness, and they put the fear of God in you. They said, you have a headache and you ignore it and you keep walking, you could be dead in a few hours kind of thing. And you're just like, oh my God. Hey Google, stop listening.
By the way, the mic is on mute. To unmute it, press the button on the back of Google Home.
Good. I've become very confused here. It is your party that you will recognize it, you will not. Yeah, so you have a headache and you get dizziness, and true altitude sickness, you start to feel drunk, and it's not you that realizes it, like Aranya said. And it's really quite scary because we were getting sick from the cold, and everyone had the flu up there, so everyone's in such small confines to like keep warm, at night time in the hostels or in the houses, and everyone's sick, and they just spread that sickness. And so we didn't know if we were sick or we had altitude sickness. So we had to make some rest stops just to make sure that we were acclimatized efficiently, and we weren't pushing ourselves too fast. And we got to the stage where we were at the last stop, and I was sick, and I ended up having a chest infection. I was coughing, and I was terribly ill. And it was the night before we were supposed to make the ascension to the top. And I said to Exceed in the middle, I think it was like 2 a.m. I woke up and we couldn't really sleep. We were so cold. I said to him, I can't do this. I think that we should get the helicopter out. Like, I'm not sacrificing my life to get to the top. And he was thinking, oh my God, he had something planned for the top, and he was like, he was like, if that's what you want, we can do that. And then by the time we woke up in the morning, we had to start trekking at like 5 a.m. I said to him, nope, like, we're gonna rush to the top, get up there as fast as we can and get down, because if I don't do this now, I'm not gonna do it, and I'm probably not gonna come back because I'm gonna have negative emotions. And I said, we need to push through this, and we can do it. I'm just sick, and if we can help, carry each other's bags or something like that to minimize the weight, we need to get up there, and it's a once in a lifetime opportunity. And we got to the top, and I turn the light. It makes me a bit emotional. So we got to the top, and I walked in, and I just had tears running down my face when I saw all the prayer flags. And it was a really beautiful moment knowing that I'd got there, and I pushed myself even though I didn't want to. We got to the top, and we took some photos, and I'll post some photos because Exceed and I took some photos, and we asked this other Nepalese man to take some photos of us, and he literally took his gloves off and took photos without watching. And there's no good photos of Exceed and I at the summit. So this man's gloves are covering like this, and you can just see us like say like that, and you can just see our heads above it, and it's really, really funny. So that's like a bit of a joke that we have at the top. But we walked a little bit higher and watched everyone else come in. It was about 8:30 in the morning. And then I sat down on a rock, and Exceed knelt down beside me because there was no other rock. And I was just thinking that we were looking at all the view, and it was really beautiful. And then he proposed, and it was the most beautiful moment for me. You know, not only had I succeeded at something that I put my mind to, but it was really special. So that's a little story. All right, so 2/3 of a cup of orange juice. Thank you, awesome. 2/3 of a cup of orange juice. You want fresh orange juice, guys, not from concentrate. Well, whatever you've got, but I think fresh is best. So if you have fresh orange juice, if not, squeeze it from the orange. What else are we gonna do? Some soy sauce. 2 tablespoons of soy. One, 2. Apple cider vinegar, 1 tablespoon. Sweet chili, this is 1 tablespoon as well. Alright. And then 1 tablespoon of brown sugar. Or maybe you can use less if you want, or use another sweetener. Brown sugar with the molasses gives it a nice caramelization, really, really beautiful flavor. The thought of you doing medical evac must have crushed him. Love stories about overcoming things in your way. Yeah. He said that. Exceed, you answer her. What do you think? How did you feel? He is there. I can hear his. Sometimes I will say something to Exceed, and I can hear him not respond with the tapping of his keyboard. But then I'm like, oh, is he not there? But he is. Okay. So then this is going onto the stove. Oh, we spilt some stuff. Oh, I didn't know that. Good plan. Yeah, so we were in Nepal in November, but for my birthday, in May, he wrote me a letter, and I don't want to go into it because I don't know if it's my place to say, but he wrote me a beautiful letter and said that it's a really significant place for him, and it's where he feels really, a part of, I don't know, how do I say it? He scattered his mum's ashes at the top at this specific mountain, and it was really a beautiful place for him. And he said that, I wouldn't get the opportunity to meet his mum, and I'm the most important person in his life, and this is his way of me meeting his mum and showing a place that he holds dear in his heart. I won't go into it because it's not my place. They don't need the whole sob story, Molly. I want to make people cry. No, it is a beautiful story, but I won't. Okay, so the sauce is on, it's just simmering. It's getting up to heat. What I'm just doing is chopping this, we call this spring onion. I forgot what you guys call it in the US. Oh, Exceed, where's my little spinner thing? I need to show Super. Hype Beast. Oh. Super, I bought something for you to show you. I don't really understand how to use it though. Scallion, that's it. I bought this thing, but I don't know how to use it. My hands are too like small, and I just don't know how to play with it. But Exceed likes it, so he can have it. All right, what we're also going to be doing is getting a little pot. Green onions are different, larger bulb, but it's not fully sized onion. Yeah. So I would call it a spring onion or a scallion. But these ones are huge. These are like overpowered onions. Oh, Molly used it right. A teen onion. So this is some corn flour. It's about 2 teaspoons. I missed a Molly story. You did? Super, you're gonna have to rewatch. Alright, so corn flour. I'm just adding a little bit of water. So I add it like this in with some water, and you want to mix it so there's no lumps. And then when your sauce is cooked, to help thicken it, you add some of this corn flour mixture, just until you think that it's thick enough. Don't over thicken it, and you want it still quite runny to go over the meat. Okay. In a nutshell. Oh gosh, it smells so good. The feels, oh. Oh my gosh, that smells and tastes so good. Okay, I'm just filling another saucepan with some water. We're gonna cook some quinoa. And then we'll check on our mushrooms, hey? Just ignore my messy stove. Alright, alright. And then we are going to drop some of this corn flour. It'll start to thicken now. And you can strain it if you don't like the chunks of garlic or ginger. You can strain the sauce. So you want it nice and like thin like that. That's how I like it. I'm going to turn the heat off on that. And then I'm going to put some fresh orange zest in there. Let me get an orange. The fields. Moon, Super, I was just saying a story about when we were in Nepal and how we got engaged. So this is just my microplane. It's a really fine grater. It's really good for nutmeg, zesting, some fruit, or parmesan. Take that sticker off. So in your zest you have all of the natural orange oils. So it's a really intense orange flavor. It's really, really delicious. You don't have to add it if you don't want to. Sometimes the orange juice is enough. But this is orange chicken. I actually think I might thicken it a tiny bit more. With a lid. Where's my lid? Can't find my lid for it. Sorry, I'm just out of frame, guys. Oh, there it is. Good one, Molly. There we go. Let that cook off. So when you're, like I say all the time, when you're making a sauce and you're adding flour or corn flour, you need to make sure that you keep cooking it and keep heating the flour so that it thickens the sauce, but it also cooks away the flavor. The chunks add a nice mouthfeel, have long since put the flavor in the sauce, so it tastes really. It's not like a chunk of raw ginger, yeah. You can chew on something. To this you can add some nuts if you like, but we'll see what we can add. I have another piece of chicken. What are you doing? So guys, this is one chicken breast. This is what you get from one chicken breast. So usually I find that one chicken breast can feed both Exceed and I. So this is for 2. And then if you're going to feed more, I would say 1 chicken breast per 2. So you just double it for 4 people. Depending how much you like, obviously, to eat the protein. Oh, look at that steam. Oh, look how good they look. Oh my gosh, they smell amazing. So the little bit of the white wine that I've added is cooked off because of the heat. Oh, that looks so pretty. I sweat too much, fam. Gonna crash early. Super, thank you for stopping by. I hope you have a lovely night. Sleep well. Have lots of dreams of Molly food. Oh my gosh. So these would be a really delicious breakfast treat. You can serve them with some poached eggs. If you don't want to do it for breakfast, just like an all-round delicious snack or Molly food. Alright, let's get some. I'm gonna make this chicken go over here. I'm gonna eat it all. Hype Beast, another great dish made by a marvelous Molly. Thank you, Hype. That's very kind of you. So we'll take them out in a minute. Okay. I think I'm gonna... I don't know. Let me just read this recipe. Okay. Just gonna chop this a little bit finer. So these are our garnishes. And then we are going to make some chocolate bananas. So we're gonna cover some bananas with some chocolate, and then also some nice toppings. So we have some coconut, we have some nuts, we have some almond flakes, and then we also have some cute little hundreds and thousands. So we'll do that in a minute after we make this. Oh, it's cooking. Where is my quinoa? So, this is boiling. We're just gonna add some quinoa, half a cup of quinoa, and see. Depending how many people are eating, of course. Okay, let's get this sauce and put it over our chicken. There's just one big chunk in here I need to take out. Get out. Yum! Put this over here. Trust it there. Right, and then you want to toss. And if you serve this straight away, you're still going to get the crunchy bits. Coated nice. That. Yum, yum, yum. So good. Maybe a bit more sauce. I might regret putting the whole thing, but look at that, guys. And then we're gonna serve it with either rice. I'm cooking quinoa, so white or brown rice, quinoa, or you can make some lettuce cups. That'd be really delicious. Lettuce cups with some orange chicken. So good. Do you think we should put cashews? It's strange. I'm older, and over the last 5 years or so, I eat so many more veg dishes. It's not really been a conscious decision. I do eat meat on occasion. I've raised sheep for years, so I'm not making a social choice. I think it's because of the availability of veggie recipes on the web. It just tastes great. Yeah, I agree with that. I have a few recipe books. Not that I really pay attention to recipe books. I buy them for the pretty pictures. But I do plan to make a few more veggie dishes. And there is more out there with people being more aware with, the ability to make veggies delicious. And, with the spiralizer and things like that, that's on trend at the moment. People are being more creative. It's just not like, meat into veg or whatever, and you've just got to boil it or steam it and it's boring. You can add flavor to it, and you can do different textures, fry it or, cut it thinly slices or raw in one piece and then cooked in another and add it all together. So it's really, really delicious. I definitely agree with you. If you want to see a really good book, it's called Thug Kitchen. And it's a really, it's raw vegan, I think, or vegan book. But they have really, really nice veg recipes. It's something that my cousin, who's a chef, he lent me. And you can easily substitute some of the tofu or whatever for chicken. And they have a really nice mango curry that I really want to make on stream one day. So you guys better check it out. And any recipes or things that you guys like to show me, you can hit me up on Discord. I also have my email address is molly@missmollymakes.com, and I'm always excited to try new things, try new meats, veggies, recipes. So I really appreciate it. I think I'm gonna get some crushed nuts. so cute for those mushrooms. Alright, these are just some cashews. Exceed's favourite. You're a huge shroom fan. Well, what I'm going to do is, I think I want to poach an egg, so... I don't have any spare saucepans though. What are we going to do, Molly? I can do it in a fry pan. We'll try it. Yum. So we're going to poach an egg. This is a fry pan with a little bit of a bevel. So what I do to poach eggs is I do water and then some type of acidic agent, so lemon juice, or most usually use vinegar. So vinegar is going to react with your eggs and your protein and help it coagulate, and it makes the really pretty poached eggs that you see at restaurants. And we're going to wait till that boils. I'm going to get an egg. Quinoa is cooking. Still not cooked. I'm interested to see your technique. It's not how I usually do it. I usually do it in a saucepan, so it's quite a lot of water, so it can roll around. But I'm just doing it in a shallow fry pan. But it would still kind of look the same. I love an Eggs Benedict for Sunday mornings. Aronia, so I am one of our first episodes of Miss Molly Makes. Unfortunately, we don't have the VOD anymore, but we made a pulled pork Eggs Benedict with saffron hollandaise. So I think that we might have to do that again because it did go down a treat. Exceed and I loved it, and it was so pretty. Poached many an egg. Okay. Alright, I think I'm gonna make another tea. I might make this white rose. Put my kettle on. Aronia, how do you make your Eggs Benedict? Any way special? So we're gonna serve this with a poached egg and maybe some balsamic glaze. I don't know how this thing works. Does anyone else have one of these? Super was telling me how amazing a fidget spinner was, so I found this one for $4, and I don't know how to, is that how you do it? My fingers are a bit, small. I don't see the purpose of it. I don't know. I'll just give it to Exceed. You can play with it. Oh, not enough water. Put some cold water in there. These are beautiful cotton tea bags. Really delicate tea. Okay. Let's try this. Oh my god, look, another double yolk. Wow. I must be lucky. Twist told me that it's a really lucky thing if you get double yolks. See if I... That's so cool. What has everyone got planned for the rest of the day, the rest of the night, the rest of the weekend? So because this isn't, it's too shallow, it doesn't have room to kind of roll around and it's touching the bottom. So what I'm just doing is lifting it away from the bottom. Just gently. Checking this quinoa if it's ready yet. Drain this quinoa. Quinoa is really good if you want to stay away from rice. A lot of protein in it. I made protein brownies the other day. Really delicious quinoa brownies. And they always go down a treat. Sorry guys, I'm just scraping this quinoa. Oh. So I'm going to turn down the heat. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention to it. I'm just going to do with those eggs. Get some paper towel. Just get paper towel like this and get a spoon, and you want a nice, this one's got 2 yolks, but you want a nice soft yolk. And the thing with eggs is that you take them off before they're ready because they're going to continue to cook while they're out of the heat. They've got residual heat that they're going to carry with them and they're going to get harder. So if you're serving them to your friends, perfect. What do you guys think? Cute little eggs. Silently twitching, hey! Alright. Move this out of the way. So these are our poached eggs with our mushrooms. I'm going to get some balsamic glaze. I said that as I was walking away. Balsamic glaze. The yolk must be runny, it shall. So there's 2 yolks in here. We got a bit lucky. Finally got a chance to drop by the stream. I always like to drop in the Crash Fam streams and Starlord has been telling me I need to. So hey, thank you so much for stopping by. Really appreciate that love. All right. So these guys are our chorizo stuffed mushrooms with some poached eggs, a little bit of balsamic glaze. Yes. So they've got chorizo in there, they've got bell pepper or capsicum, onion, what else do we put in there? Some garlic, garnish with some parsley. You're more than welcome to put some cheese in there if you like. We're just making a healthier breakfast. Serve it with some toast as well. All right, and now this is our quinoa. And we are going to top it with our delicious orange chicken that we've just made. I just want to make it look a little bit prettier. All right. My fidget spinner. I didn't understand why people had these, and so I bought one, and I still don't get it. I'm a bit behind the eight ball. So this is an orange chicken with fresh orange juice and fresh orange rind, some chili, soy sauce, what else did we put in there? Some, what is it called? Vinegar, apple cider vinegar. We've put some spring onions or scallions, I remember the word you guys call them. Put a bit too much on there. And then top it with a little bit more greenery. And then I might get some, let's go and find some sesame seeds. Right into here. Oh my God, big black bears, welcome to Miss Molly Makes. Thank you so much for the follow. I think chorizo is in there, yeah, chorizo in there too. Oh, I love sesame seeds. Where are you watching us today from, Black Bear? Blah, blah, blah. Miss Molly can't speak. Welcome to the show. Are you a fan of mushrooms or orange chicken? All right. So just sprinkle with some, sprinkle in there too. I love spring onions. Love the sesame seeds. All right, so you guys want to see closer? So that is our orange chicken with a base of quinoa. We've just cooked some quinoa, but you're more than welcome to use some rice. And then we've made crunchy chicken. So we've got chicken pieces, and then we've tossed them in some oil. No, tossed them in some egg, and then some flour, and then we've fried them gently until they're nice and crunchy. Taken them out, and we've made a sauce with chili, sweet chili, soy sauce, apple cider vinegar, ginger, garlic, and then we've also put some spring onions or some scallions on top, and some parsley, and some sesame seeds. Really yummy. Do you know anyone in New Zealand? Black bears, so my friends just moved from Perth, the western side of Australia, to Hamilton. Hamilton, yeah. Two Aussie girls moved over there to be nurses. Beautiful, beautiful girls. Your food looks amazing, thank you very much. And we're about to make some chocolate covered bananas. So Exceed has been a legend for me and put some bananas in the freezer. We'll get them out. Did you take them out? Exceed, did you take them out? Yes, nod to me, yes or no? You did take them out. Alright. I want to fish for trout in New Zealand on my bucket list. Yes. Big Black Bears, are they amazing? Looks, food is amazing, yes. So these are our stuffed chorizo mushrooms. So we've taken the stems out of the mushrooms. We've fried them with some chorizo, some onion, some capsicum, and then we've added some spices. Put it back in there, some white wine in there as well, and then baked them so they're nice and soft, and then we poached some eggs. Are you sure they are both Aussie? No, they're not both Aussie. They were Aussie for me, but one's a Scottish girl and one is an Aussie. All right, so bananas. We also have some chocolate. One is a Scottish girl, one is. They miss you very much. Oh. I think she's an Aussie. She's lived. I've only known her. I think she just got a residency, so I'm pretty sure she's an Aussie girl now. All right, this is coconut. We also have some almonds. Hundreds and thousands. And we're gonna chop up. I see what's going on here, lol. These are hazelnuts. So we're gonna chop up some hazelnuts. Firstly, what we're gonna do is melt the chocolate. So you can do that in two ways. You can do it on the stove, which I don't have enough clean dishes to do. So let me just do this hot. I need a kitchen hand. Alright, so I'm putting some I want to eat some of these mushrooms. Okay, we'll go over to the stove. So the Big Black Bears are Stroma and Kyra watching live from New Zealand. Why is it Big Black Bears? P.S. Stroma loved the mush. I know it was you guys, but why Big Black Bears? Now I'm trying to find a... Okay, so we're going to turn this pot on. And I'm going to get a bowl. You can always put it in the microwave, get a bowl and put it in the microwave. But the microwave's in the other side of behind the green screen. Aussies and a Scot. Yes. Oh my god, I can't believe you guys are watching. That's so cool. All right. You want a bowl, preferably you want some glass bowls, but I don't have any, so we'll just do stainless steel. Oh, we are so excited to be on live. Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna put some chocolate in here. This is just really some good quality milk chocolate, but you can use dark chocolate as well. Here we go. Get about a cup and a half in there. And then that's gonna go on top of the stove. So then you've got a nice gentle heat to melt your chocolate. You wanna make sure that there's no moisture in your bowl, because then that's added to the chocolate going to seize. We came up with a code name. Hey, Romy. All right, so that's gonna go on here. And you wanna add a really gentle heat. I'm not the sharpest rocket crayon in the toolbox. Is this some kind of inside joke? No, Aronya, so these are my beautiful friends from New Zealand, but they were pretending that it wasn't them and they were being someone else. They've watched the show on YouTube and our post-broadcast shows, but they've never actually been on live, so it's very exciting. They were just playing a joke on me, but it's them. I'm so excited. We would like a shout out, please. Okay, so Big Black Bears is Kyra and Stroma, two of my beautiful friends that I miss, and they are coming to Melbourne soon, and we'll do a cooking stream with them. But it's very confusing for everybody else, yes. So, hello guys. And Romy's here. Romy's walking around everywhere. You guys should watch, and all our other viewers, make sure you see our Star Wars show that we did yesterday, because it was pretty fun. Okay. Let's go here. Okay. Backspace blank. Welcome to Miss Molly Megs. Thank you for the follow, my friend. Are they hot? They are very, very attractive, Aranya. Welcome, Blank. So hot. Okay, so we're just going to peel our bananas. Everyone needs to go to Twitch and watch Miss Molly make. She makes incredible dishes and hilarious. Oh, Kandoon. Oh my god, that's amazing. So guys, you can, Hypebeast, is that you? So you guys can tweet the show. You just need to hashtag Miss Molly Makes and it comes up on our green screen. Crushly. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much for the host. Oh guys. Crushly is the leader of our Crash Fam stream team. So a group of really positive streamers. She's brought us all together, and she's the loveliest, beautiful, like happy, bubbly person. So go and check her out. We'll do a shout out. Xeed's gonna put the shout out up on our green screen here. Thank you, Crushly. Hello to everybody. Welcome to Miss Molly Makes. We are making some chocolate covered bananas. And we've just finished our stuffed mushrooms and also our orange chicken. There we go. That's Crushly. She's so lovely. Very, very warm and welcoming person. We've felt so warm, so welcome since coming into the Crush Fam. It's all because of her. She's a gamer and she does some cooking creative streams as well. And she's the founder of Crush Fam. So go and check her out, guys. The link is going to be up there. And we also have on our Crash Fam stream team. Oh, shut up. I thought Molly said shut up. Oops. Moon. Welcome. And welcome to the new viewers. Thank you for the host, Crash. All right. I'm on beer 3. I'm just chatting away like a social butterfly. Oh, I forgot the chocolate. Oh, I forgot the chocolate. Oh, it's not melted yet. Not yet. Okay, so I have some skewers here. Alright guys, so this is our orange chicken with our quinoa and our stuffed chorizo mushrooms with our poached eggs as well. Really yummy. Okay, so then I've peeled the bananas. I'm just going to put a skewer through the middle here, about towards there, but I accidentally cut this one through the middle. This is something that I used to have as a child. My mum used to make for us for school parties. And then you're going to pop them in the freezer just for a few minutes until they get a little bit cold, so that when the chocolate hits them, they go nice and soft, nice and cold. Hypebeast, thank you for that shout out. I really appreciate it. Okay, so bananas into the freezer. And then we're going to go to the stove. This part is disturbing me for some reason. Okay. So you're melting it gently. Starlight twitching. Alright, so I'm just holding it with a cloth. Mixing it around. And if you didn't like milk chocolate, you can always use dark chocolate or white chocolate as well. We do have a bit of white chocolate left over from yesterday's Star Wars theme show. I'll go back down here. Okay. So it's still got residual heat in the pan, in the bowl. So I'm just using that to melt the rest of it. And you want to keep stirring it and make sure it's nice and smooth, no lumps. So I use a spatula just to bring it around and then press it down, so push out all the lumps. All right. Whoop. There we go. It's getting there. Put that to the side, and we're going to prepare our toppings. So I have these beautiful coloured, they're so cute, IKEA eats one of the mushrooms. I know, I'm so dying for one, Aranya. Okay, so we're gonna put some hundreds and thousands in there. We have some coconut. I can't wait to eat, looks insane. Thanks, Exceed. There we go. And then almond flakes. Probably I don't need this much topping, but. And then the last one is some hazelnuts. So what I'm going to do is just chop some hazelnuts. You can always buy the crushed hazelnuts if you like. Okay. These over there. So you all can see. So to our new viewers, we have planned, we changed around our menu a little bit because we remembered it's July 4th. Our Wednesday, your Tuesday. So we're going to do a patriotic stream where we do some red, white and blue food. We do some firecracker cake. We're going to do some cocktails. We're going to do a barbecue. So I'm going to make some smoky chicken, barbecue chicken, some mac and cheese. What else do I have? Some grilled corn. So that'll be good. But hopefully you guys can catch it. But some of you might be out partying. We'll see. We'll see what time's best for everyone. If you guys actually want to see it, rather than be on the right day, you can always do it on Friday. Just want these nice and fine. What have you all got planned for Friday, for July 4th? And then also, my Saturday and your Friday night, we're doing Pokemon theme for our Gamer Grub special. So yesterday we did Star Wars, whereas today, next week we're doing Pokemon. Oh, I'm paying attention to this and I'm not paying attention to what the words come out of my mouth. Okay. Hazelnuts, almonds, hundreds and thousands, and some coconut. But microwaving those foods, well, kind of meh. I'm talking to your eggs, but hairdryer heat gun works wonderfully without changing the structure of the dish. Wow, thank you, Aranya. It's very kind of you. Great way. Hairdryer or heat gun, I understand that. Heating them up without. Exceed prefers to eat food cold after the stream rather than use the microwave. He's not a fan. Okay, let's get those bananas. So preferably you'd like to put these in the freezer for longer. But I don't like to eat them when they're really like hard. So let's take away this food. I know, sad face. We'll bring it back, I promise. So what I'm gonna do is, if you have a lot of chocolate and you're making a lot, you can put it in a bowl. So like a Pyrex dish, something like this, and then fill it with chocolate so you can just dip. But I don't need that much chocolate, so it would be kind of a waste. So what I'm just gonna do is lay it like this. And then hopefully it doesn't fall off the skewer like it is going to. And then you can just do that and just strip off any other bits. Oh. And then I think this one, what we'll do, already you know so much about food, it's so good. Are you a home cook or are you a chef? Spin that way. I can't get to the bottom, so that will just have to do. Whoop. Whoop. There we go. Let's put that there. Not cooking inside out with the water molecules, yeah. Alright. It doesn't want to do what I want it to do. Sorry I'm not talking, I'm just concentrating. Home cook, but former professional brewer. Oh my goodness. Pairing always interests me. What is your preferred beer of choice? I don't mind the odd beer on hot days, but I'm not a huge fan of beer. I prefer like a cider. Oh my gosh. Give it a shake to get all the loose bits off. And then you put these back in the freezer if you like, and then when you're ready to eat, you can, or I put them in the fridge. I don't like them in the freezer, they're too hard. But if you were putting them in the freezer, just make sure you take them out for a few minutes before eating. And then they're like the banana ice cream kind of consistency. But I prefer them in the fridge, and then take them out and they're like a crunch because of the chocolate. Oh no! Spin around. There we go. Ugh. Bit messy. Oh. Okay. you in winter are like porters. I've never... Exceed, do you like porters? Alright. And then I'm going to show you what to do with this leftover chocolate. And then make like a chocolate bark. Another trick is what you do before you pierce the banana with the skewer. Add a little bit of chocolate to the skewer and then pierce it. And then when it's in the freezer, it'll grip it more. And it makes it easier. It doesn't spin around like what it's doing with me. There we go. And see, with this leftover chocolate, what I'm going to do is add this in. Probably need some more chocolate with all this. I'm not going to add all these hundreds and thousands. Stuff that you can't really reuse, whereas this I can, because it's quite clean, I can put it back in the bowl. It's like a chocolate ruff. What I'm going to do, turn the oven off. One. Clean this up. I haven't even touched my new tea. Okay. There we go. So then what I do, just add, I don't have any baking paper left, so I can just use cling film. Some cling film on there. Porter's curry. Porter's in London, a cheap mixture of old and new beers. Oh, okay. If you have a tray, you can put it on the tray, but I'm doing it just on a plate. And you can spread it out as thin as you want or as chunky. I know it doesn't look too good, but oh my gosh, it's good. And then you can lick it. So we'll pop that back in the fridge, or put it in the freezer. Put my tea back. And then we have our, give it a shot, really all-weather beer. All right, let's try one of these mushrooms. All right, we'll go through what we made first and then we'll try. Okay, so first we made our chorizo stuffed mushrooms. We took the stalks out of the mushrooms and then we fried it. I've got chocolate on my fingers. Okay, we took the stalks out of the mushrooms and then we fried the stalks with some onion, the chorizo, bell peppers or capsicum. We added some garlic and then we also put some white wine in there as well, some salt and pepper. We put it back inside the mushroom. I put a little bit more extra white wine on top, covered it in a tray with some aluminium foil, put it in the oven to 180 degrees Celsius or 350 Fahrenheit and baked it for about half an hour until it was nice and cooked. Topped it with some parsley. You can always add some cheese on there if you like as well. And then we poached some eggs. So water with some vinegar helps the protein coagulate and makes that beautiful shape. This one here coincidentally has 2 yolks in it. That's my second 2 yolker today. And then we did a balsamic glaze, so really yummy. we made an orange chicken. So on a bed of quinoa, white quinoa, we made the chunks of chicken. Then we alternated between egg yolk or egg and then some flour, and then we fried them in the fry pan so they were nice and crunchy. Took them out in a separate saucepan. We added some soy sauce, sweet chili, apple cider vinegar, some garlic and some ginger, and we orange juice and some orange zest, and we made a sauce. We thickened it with a bit of corn flour, and then we added our chicken back in and made it really nice and glazed. And then we've topped it with some crushed cashew nuts, also some sesame seeds and some scallions or spring onions. Really, really yummy, really zesty, really light and delicious. And then last but not least, these are our bananas, chocolate coated bananas, little treat. If you want to make a healthier version, use a dark chocolate. So we froze our bananas, then we covered it with melted chocolate, and then this one has hazelnuts, coconut, slithered almonds, and also some hundreds and thousands. Really yummy. And then these are the other mushrooms, and I'm gonna give it a try now. So you can use these for breakfast, or you can have them as an entree with your dinner. Look at that. Yum. So good. So I'm gonna warm it up in a minute and eat it for our breakfast. But the chorizo in here is really yummy. But it's easy to do a vegetarian version. So I know Big Black Bear, I know you guys are doing the paleo. I'm not sure if paleo are allowed to eat quinoa, but you can substitute it as you like. I was also saying you could eat this with some lettuce cups if you wanted to do a grain-free version or a carb-free version. And these as well are a really good breakfast because there's no carbs, really protein packed as well in here, and your quinoa has a lot of protein, so really, really nutritious and delicious food. This is probably like a sometimes food, but a lot of fun, a lot of yumminess to eat. All right, guys. Let's check what's on next time. So tomorrow night we are doing chili, lime and coconut chicken with cauliflower rice. As I was saying, we're gonna get a little bit healthier with our meals and show you some interesting things that you can do with some really delicious ingredients. Like cauliflower rice is something that I've just stumbled upon and I really, really enjoy. So a chili, lime and coconut chicken will be really yummy, really zesty. We're gonna chewy chocolate cookies, so a grain-free version of a cookie using some almond and some hazelnut meal. Really nice and spicy with some nutmeg and cinnamon. You can eat them just out of the oven, or what we like to do is put them in the freezer, and then they're really crunchy and really yummy. And oatmeal blueberry pancakes. We're going to make small little pikelets pancakes so that you can take them. I take them to work as a nice snack and really, really yummy. So it's gonna be really good. So in 1 day and 5 hours, guys. But we are always also gonna do some games tonight. We're gonna play some probably golf with friends and do another stream later on. Just a little bit of fun, a non-cooking stream where you can come and hang out. I have chocolate on my face, it just exceeded for me. Yes, so we're just gonna do an ad hoc. It does take us a while to detach one of the webcams and move it over. We're looking to buy a new webcam, but we're just trying to save up some money, and then we're going to buy another webcam and another microphone so that we can easily transition to cooking and then go and sit down. So we will, later on we'll do some games. If you join our socials, our Discord, our Twitter, we update you when we're live and doing some ad hoc streams. It was so lovely to you guys to pop in, all our new viewers. If you want to stay updated with when we're live, please hit that follow button. and hit us up on our socials. We'd love to have a chat with you and learn where you're coming to us from. Thank you so much for stopping by, and thank you for the hosts. Thank you for the donations and the follows. It is a pleasure as always. So we'll see you tomorrow if we don't see you tonight. See ya!